Hello everyone and welcome to Gardening with Ben on my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about the success and failures during lockdown on the allotment this year and in the garden. So let's see what success and failures we have had this year on my allotment. So this year obviously has been a very bad year, obviously due to the coronavirus, and more people this year have taken up new hobbies, new interests, and finding new things to do. And the amount of people that have taken up growing their own vegetables and fruit has been phenomenal this year. The shops have been bare of seeds, online places have been selling out. It's been absolutely amazing to see how many people have been trying to grow their own fruit and vegetables this year. And with it obviously comes success and failure. So when the first announcement of the lockdown happening, I thought, no, what am I going to do with my allotment? How am I going to do it? My allotment is my safe space. It's the place that I enjoy going, where I can relax, enjoy myself, be out in the open space, be out in the sunshine and in the fresh air. And I thought, what's going to happen? So obviously you go online and check, and thankfully the allotments were still open to go to, as long as you stuck to the rules of all the distancing and not being around other people. So that was a bonus. So obviously all my time during the lockdown I spent at the allotment, and I thought I need to start doing some new things this year down on the plot. So my plan was to try as many new things as possible with growing on the plot, and obviously when you're doing stuff like that you're learning all the time, and it's new things that you learn. So my plan this year was to grow flowers, as I've not grown flowers on my plot before. Obviously the benefits of having flowers on the plot is to encourage the bees, the wildlife, and it obviously makes it look beautiful as well. And without the bees you won't get your pollination of your vegetables and your fruit. So you need to encourage the bees to the garden and to the allotment to get the pollination to create your fruit and vegetables. So that's one thing that I tried this year, and I tried growing spring bulbs. The spring bulbs are the first thing the bees see when they wake up from hibernation, and they need them spring bulbs to get them awake and going and feed them, because that's the only thing that's around at the springtime. There's no other flowers that are around mainly for them to feed on. So everybody should be planting spring bulbs this month. In September you can plant your daffodils, your crocuses and your hyacinths. You can't plant tulips this month, that's in October. So go out to the shops, go and find some daffodils and some hyacinths and crocuses and add them to your garden and allotments. And obviously hyacinths are so nice to have on your garden. The smell that comes from them is absolutely phenomenal. So we tried growing spring bulbs, they did fantastic. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram you'll see the photos on there of how well they looked. So next year I'm going to be planting loads more to grow. I also grew sweet peas from seed. I didn't buy the plants, I did them from seed. They were such a good success. They're just dying off now, they're just behind me, but they've produced so many seed pods that I'm going to save all the seeds from them and grow them myself next year. I've just got to wait for them to dry out and die off, and then the seeds will be ready for planting. So they did fantastic. What else did we plant in the flowers? We planted gladioli. I went to the supermarket and they were selling them off cheap, thinking that it would end at the season. They still had another month in them to plant, so I bought packets and packets for 50p of gladioli bulbs, and wow, they've done so well as well. The wind blew them down, the bad winds that we've had, but The gladioli bulbs I'll be able to use year after year and get flowers from them, so it's great to plant stuff that you don't have to purchase again, like the spring bulbs and the gladioli bulbs. And obviously lily bulbs, I planted some lily bulbs, they were a failure, they didn't do well, but we'll see if they come next year. So I've also planted calendula, and that is such an amazing flower. The only issue is that it can spread fast if you don't dehead them and take the seed pods off them. You could end up with thousands more in your garden, so make sure it's in a controlled area and you keep on top of the deheading them. The other flowers that we've grown are geraniums. Now geraniums are expensive to purchase from the shop, and I thought, I've got a packet which I bought cheap, I'll try planting them. Everyone grew and everyone's flowered, so I can dig them up and you store them away, keep them out of the cold and plant them again next year. So that's another success. And yeah, French marigolds as well, such a cheap packet of seeds to buy, and wow, they did fantastic as well. They're still flowering now. If you check out my tour video, you'll be able to see them flowering. So the vegetable sides, what success have we had from the vegetables? We've had great success from beetroot. That always does well, as long as you keep them weed free, they'll do fantastic. Sweet corn, now that's just about to be picked, it's getting ready. It's gone brown at the ends and they're just swelling up and getting ready to be picked, so I can't wait to pick them. They are the best things that you can grow because they'll start losing the sweetness as soon as you've picked them, so you need to cook them as soon as you've picked them. What else has done well? Spring onions, they've done really well. They're easy to grow if you're growing for the first time. So yeah, on the fruit side of things, we have done fantastic with the plums, the cooking apples, the rhubarb. I've got lots of pears on. My eating apples haven't done very well for some reason this year, so they've not done very well. But my autumn raspberries, they're doing really well. They're ready to be picked now. I'm just looking at them now. They're looking delicious. And obviously tomatoes and cucumbers. My tomatoes this year have been slow to ripen. They're just starting to ripen now, but I've noticed a lot of people saying that they're taking a while to ripen this year. So let me know your success and failures in the allotment and garden this year in the comments below. If you're gardening for the first time, what have you grown? Tell me what you've grown in your plot or in the garden, or what you've tried for the first time. I've started getting in a little addiction to houseplants. I've never had houseplants, I've only just got my flat last year. So I've started buying houseplants, and I've got some succulents and some cacti. So I'm looking forward to learning how to look after them and keep them alive. Hopefully they'll be quite maintenance free. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I've had quite a lot of success this year, and I've still got lots of stuff left to pick. We had good success with the lettuce and the kale. The kale's done fantastic. First time I've grown kale, and I can't believe how really well it has grown. So it's good to try new things every year. I'll be trying new stuff next year, so make sure you subscribe to see what I grow next year down on the plot. So yeah, that has been the success and failures of 2020. Let me know in the comments below how well you've done, what your success and failures are, what new stuff you've learned this year. It's always good to see those comments in the bottom. So thanks for watching this Gardening with Ben video on the success and failures of 2020. Again, drop the comments below. I always read them and I'll reply to you. And also give it a thumbs up. And feel free to check out the website link below as well, to my website, where I share tips and advice and anything to do with gardening. So thanks for watching everybody, and remember, keep gardening.